All right, we're on page 2 of the Algebra 2, Chapter 11 test review. So numbers 11 and 12, the directions say find the common ratio, the term named in the problem, and the explicit formula. So the first thing you want to do for number 11 is get the common ratio. So you take the second term, which is 8, and divide it by the first term, which is 2, which gives you a common ratio of 4. And if you kept doing 32 divided by 8, you'd still get 4, or 128 divided by 32, you'd still get 4. So let's find the 10th term. So the formula, we're going to say 2, which is the first term, times the 4, common ratio, to the power of 10 minus 1. And the rest is all calculator work, so plug it into your calculator. You should get 524,288, which makes the explicit formula 2 times 4 to the n minus 1. Number 13. This time you're given 2 terms, so you need to get the common ratio and same thing, term named in the problem and the explicit formula. So to get the common ratio, you're going to take the negative 96 divided by the negative 48. And then to figure out what root you're going to take, you're going to do 6 minus 5, which ends up being the first root, which is kind of nice. So you're going to take the first root of 2, which is just 2. And then to get the fourth term, sorry, why do I need the fourth term? Oh, I need all right, in order to get the first term, I'm going to work my way down from the fourth term. So the fourth term, I'm going to go negative 48 divided by 2, which gets me negative 24. To get the third term, I'm going to take the negative 24 and divide it by 2, which gets me negative 12. To get the second term, I'm going to take the negative 12 and divide it by 2, which gets me negative 6. And then to get the first term, I'm going to take the negative 6 and divide it by 2. So the first term is negative 3. I need that for the formula. So for the 9th term, I'm simply going to take negative 3, which is that first term, times it by the common ratio of 2 to the power of 9 minus 1. Plug it all into the calculator. I should get negative 768, which means that the explicit formula, the t sub n or the a sub n, is going to be negative 3 times 2 to the power of n minus 1. All right, jumping down to 15 and 16, I'm going to find the missing term or terms in each geometric sequence. So I'm going to take the negative 625, divide it by the negative 1, and then to figure out the root, I'm going to count how many terms I have. So this is first one, second, third, fourth, fifth. So I'm going to do 5 minus 1 is the root. And that will give me the common ratio. So I need the fourth root of 625. Simplify that on the calculator, you should get 5. That means each of these terms gets multiplied by 5. So negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. Multiply that by negative 5, get negative 25 times another 5, so negative 125. Number 17, I need to rewrite each series as a sum. So for the first term, I'm going to plug in 1. So 200 minus 1 squared is 199, plus 196, plus 191, plus 184, plus 175, plus 164. Right? Numbers 19 through 22, the directions say evaluate each arithmetic series described. So from here, 34 to 44, I notice I'm adding 10, 44 to 54, 10, and so on. So to find the 11th term, I'm going to take 34, which is the value of the first term, plus the 11 minus 1, and multiply it by that difference of 10. Plug it in the calculator, you should get 134. So the sum of all 11 terms is going to be 11 times 34 plus 134, divided by 2. Plug that in the calculator, you should get 924. And 21, they give us the value of the value, so we just plug it in. So the sum of all 10 terms is 10 times 26 plus 71 divided by 2. Plug that all into the calculator, you should get 485.